Do not mistake the illusion for the truth of a child of God. Can you feel me loving you? And when you do, how do you know it? You know it because your heart registers it for you and passes it throughout all of your being. It is like a rush, first of tenderness, as my love kisses every part of you, and then it is joy. The heart's rise to exultation and to the glorious perception of the unity of life, that I love all equally and perfectly. Through the heart you are speaking the language of the real. It is as different from absolutely anything that you feel as life on earth, yet it is a feeling. It is recognized by every atom of your being. Every single particle of light within your being says, yes, I recognize this love, and there is never any doubt. The only language you now can trust is the language of the living heart, and the language of the living heart is spoken in two ways. As love, a divine feeling that resounds through every electron that makes up who you are, and as light, the energies emitted from the movement of love. Either language, divine love or divine light, is accurate. Often they are spoken as a chorus, and ultimately they always are, but sometimes one or the other is more accessible at first as you are beginning. The mind will lie to you, it cannot help it. It is a tool of the reversal. It is the purveyor of the illusion, reporting to you that there is a world outside and showing you all the reasons it is real. It is accompanied by the ego, which, for simplicity's sake, could be seen as the feelings about the illusion of the separate will and mind. Ego is how you build your identities in the world, using feelings of separation, false pride or specialness, in reaction to what is perceived as happening to you in your life. So for the sake of simplification, we could say that there is true language or thought, which is literally the movement of light emitted from the continual expansion of love. And of course, there is true feeling, which is the experience of love as it registers in your twin flame heart. These feelings then flow through all of creation, since nothing is separate, and all share the one breath. These divine feelings are those beautiful experiences of my love joined with yours, pouring forth in recognition of another beautiful part of the whole. It is now time to truly shift into the true language of heart and light, dear ones. These are the only things you can trust. I do not want to cause any trepidation, but I must tell you that the old world now begins to fall away. As it does, it can feel like mass confusion. Only by staying totally centered will you ever be able to assist anyone. And the only way to stay centered is to live at the center point always. For if you believe the illusion, it can seem terrifying as it breaks up as the light hits it. Beloved ones, as I move you forth, send you out to serve this love, it is imperative that you not believe the lie. You cannot believe this world is real, because if you do, what good will you do them, those who come to you in panic with their lives falling apart? Buy into the story and you are lost to me. I cannot use you then. And believe me, beloved ones, I need to use you. You must be able to look right into the lie and never waver in your conviction that only love is real. There is no hierarchy of importance in the illusion. It is no different to see someone die as to see them leave an old relationship, or to observe those who believe that changing the appearance of the body will somehow make them lovable and bring true love to their life. There is no sicker and sickest on the continuum going from wellness to death. All of it is illusion. You will not be available to me to assist my beloved ones until you never get caught in the illusion at all. The only way to do this is to truly shift perception to the heart. Will you do this? Will you make it a top priority? I have said it often, but it has always seemed to you, thanks to your little minds, like something you would grow into. Well, dear ones, the time to do this must be now. This takes conviction and a determination not to allow the little mind or ego to convince you that you cannot do this right now by your intention. But it means parting company with the little mind as a tool for interacting with your life and with your world. As the light hits the frozen places, the images will come unglued. When the love comes into this world, into this pocket of reversal, it will unfreeze the icebergs of frozen love that are the false identities of humanity, the limitations to their love. Oh, beloved ones, as it does, they are going to need you. Humankind will be waking from the dream. You, dear ones, are those who have come to serve this mass awakening. They need you at the bedside of their spirit as they wake. They need you to help them orient. They need you to stand right before them, mirroring the image of who they really are. Please, please listen deep within. Remember how you said, "O beloved God, our all." How awful it would be to be waking from a nightmare to find no one by your side, assuring you, soothing you, and showing you the real. We offer to be there. We will show them, Goddess, who they are as they wake. Then they can quickly return to you, and then they will be there to serve by our side. We are ready. We want to go. We want to enter with them into the dream, that we will be there awaiting them as they come awake. Do you remember? You do, deep in your heart. Now let me translate this for you into day-to-day earth language. What this means is that if you look at the brother or sister as they are in the illusion, then that is what they are going to see as who they really are. Pay attention. Their hearts are going to be drawn to you like a heat-seeking missile. Those who begin to thaw will seek a source of true heat or love. You are my embodiments on earth. Your hearts are open, so they are going to be seeking you. You cannot know when they will wake. You cannot know that any person that you see in body or in consciousness has not come to you seeking love to be their mirror. Then when they wake, even for a moment, they will see the truth reflected in your eyes and heart. So you can no longer afford to ever be fooled again by the illusion of separate from love. You cannot see anyone as less than the love that they are, no matter what the illusion says they are. I am counting on you, beloved ones. This shift requires no learning. It needs no time. It is a simple yet powerful decision to see only through your heart. Do this and you cannot make a mistake, because the heart looks right past the lie and feels the truth of them. Doing this also assures that you'll no longer be divided in yourselves. You'll no longer have to struggle with the spiritual being you are versus the worldly parts of you. Your heart will also show you your own truth as well as the truth of others. It is true that I love you as much when you are dreaming as when you are awake, and thus must you love all others, but the next step is about your focus and its co-creative power. If you look at someone and see the dream, even if you love them there, you are recreating the dream. You are amplifying it, co-creating it. So even if you love unconditionally, you do not love as me until you love them as they truly are. And if you see the dream of others, then somewhere in that perception, you see yourself as dreaming too. And this is why I ask you now, all of you, to make the shift to the heart and through the heart to the real. The truth of light as love's movement and love as the all. So you are more deeply shifting your soulmate heart to be working only with the real. Please place people in it and feel and see the truth of them through your heart. Connected with your twin flame, feel the shift in them. Feel them come in as a human being, and feel them shifting to a twin flame cell in the heart of God as their true identity. Feel this truth of them, bathing all in the river of life. Feel the truth of the wholeness. Now, speaking of this, feeling the truth of their wholeness, something very important for all of you. You cannot create your freedom from within the dream. Most of you remember that anything created from within the illusion of duality contains the seed of its opposite. But you have not yet understood what this means exactly in your life. It means this: if you create with your little mind or your lower will or feelings, then you are creating inside the pocket of Lucifer, which is a decision of humankind that good and its opposite can exist. So you will not create with only love until you create only through your heart, which automatically aligns you with my will, because my will is only love. So if you remember what I just said, the heart expresses through divine feelings. Thus, to create, say, abundance, you must feel the truth of it, the way it feels in your heart. Your heart's deep, joyous conviction that I am loving you, and thus are you completely fulfilled in the joy of all I have for you. Feel it in your heart so fully that it is completely real, and it will manifest. Feeling it in your heart also releases only old heart's beliefs that limited you and stopped the flow. The illusion is the illusion, which makes it clear that even if you are an important teacher or healer or whatever it is, that it is no more real than the person who needs a teacher. Not real and therefore not special in any way. If someone is special, then they will only draw those who believe they are unworthy. You certainly want to magnetize every human being, no matter what the illusion, which means you have to be at the center. And only when you are at the center together are you fully an open, soulmate heart. Because only then are you aligned with the river of life, the vertical arm of the cross of life. If you are anywhere other than the center, where you are available to be the truth of only love, you are not present in the now, meaning you are then absent from life. On the horizontal arm are the identities in time and space, the experience as a separate body, a separate life cut off from the flow of the now. As the light now comes in, light, which is the energy emitted by the movement of love, it breaks up the things that have become frozen in every area of human life. Those who do not understand this are going to be reacting, for that is how the ego lives its life. Not acting from the center point with all I am as the resource, but identifying with the human life. But the human life is far too limiting to define a child of God or a twin flame cell in the heart of God. Both descriptions work equally well. To see me as the loving parents is the truth, for it is from my love as divine masculine and feminine that all has come forth. Just as a being, a cell in my heart, a twin flame cell, is the truth as well. The process has begun. The breaking up of the calcium deposits within my heart, the limited identities that cut off the flow of life. Beloved ones, as this happens, everything that my precious ones believed was who they are suddenly begins to fade in its ability to satisfy, or to keep hidden the rising feeling of the powerful twin flame love. For some, it will simply feel like something no longer fits with who they are and what they do. But if they recreate another false identity, it will get worse. For others, the symbols of the dreams will change as the light comes in. And to change to the heart, the old symbols will actually disintegrate right before the eyes. Anyone who comes to you in crisis is going through this shift from identities of the ego mind to the living truth of heart. You, dear ones, must truly stand and be the Christ, which means to go right through the dream to the truth of who they are. You will be amazed at these next few years unfold. People who have been completely ensconced in a happy life that is limited to the ego's view of things will find themselves facing the loss of everything they thought they were, things from in the dream of ego's life. Yet to those who shift into the heart, truly heaven on earth will come, as the symbols of their daily life are magnetized by their love. If all illusions are equal, in other words, an illusion is an illusion. That no one is better or worse or more or less spiritual than you. This is so important. What someone sees in you as they come awake is your service to me. If you want to serve my love, then you have to draw forth the truth of love in every human being. And if you cannot, you are in the ego. An illusion is an illusion, meaning that they all can shift just as easily as any other. And that as you go forth to offer my love, all these things that show up as your identities, as seen by the little mind, simply fall away as you shift to the heart easily and effortlessly. And as in everything, if you assist one of my beloved ones to make this shift into who they really are, so too do you magnetize all who share a similar resonance. And when this phase is done and you have hooked up these streams of anti-love resonance and false identities, when the balance of love exceeds anti-love, then you, the great twin flame heart, will pull them all back home to love, a daring plan and one that you made and offered to me before you came to this world. So as you go forth to share my love, you must cherish in your heart the truth of each human heart, their glorious love with their twin flames, their pristine purity and gratitude for life. The heart knows that when you speak the truth of who you are, it resonates in every human heart. It rumbles like an earthquake beneath the surface mind, the veil of ego mind, until it starts shaking loose the old debris, the calcified identities that others have held against themselves. The key is to always feel with your heart, for you'll always feel that what is true for you is absolutely true for every other person on the earth. As you know this, claim this and state it, but most of all feel it through your heart. You gift each person with the truth of looking in the mirror of your heart. But the moment that you see yourself through ego mind evaluating others in any way at all, that moment you have stepped away from the center point and you are amplifying anti-love. If you are in your heart, your life is mine. We are reconnected. If you are in your heart, you can feel your twin flame, whether or not they appear to you here within the dream. There really is only one question as people come to bathe in your love, and that is how to reconnect them with me, with their twin flame, and with who they really are. And your answer will always come from me at that point where we are joined, the triune point where the one love I am moves into creation as two forces or streams that are divine masculine and feminine, and are you as twin flames. Let your heart feel the truth. The time of change is here. It has begun. Do not mistake the passing show for the truth of any life at all, especially for the twin flame selves within my very heart. I am love. We are one love, dancing forth as many. We are love in relationship. So be it.